Hello everyone, today we have new video review and this time we're gonna check new kit from Eduard, which is part of EduART series. So as you can see, it's the Sound of Silence. That's the second kit in the whole series. We've already reviewed the third one, you can check it on our YouTube channel. And of course you can find a link to the detailed review in the video description below, so if you want to see the article with detailed photos and text in English and Russian, just go in the video description. As for the kit, as you can see, again it features nice box art from Koike Shigeo. This time it depicts Skyhawk together with MiG-21 and it's quite beautiful. And as usual, of course, there is a big poster in a big envelope. You'll see photo of it in the article. I won't show it in the video because it's quite huge and it's a bit complex, let's say, to show it in one frame. Nevertheless, here it is. The same picture is depicted on the poster as I said before. As you can see, it's quite a clean box art and whole information is written here on the side. So as you can see, there's the Sound of Silence by Koike Shigeo. Here we have several bonuses depicted. So as you can see, there will be resin seat for the A4 painted masks, photo edge parts, 2 marking options included, and of course that's a limited edition, so there are only 1000 pieces produced. So if you want to get one, you should hurry, because otherwise it won't be produced again, let's say. And here we have again the name of the kit and what's included there. So MiG-21 PFM and A4E. Of course, A4E comes not from Eduard, it comes from Hasegawa. And it's similar to the recent limited edition which we saw, which was dedicated to A4s solely. Nevertheless, we're gonna check all plastic sprues. So as you can see, there is plenty of space inside, so no worries about possible damage. Everything should be intact when it will arrive to you. As you can see, on the top we have even transparent sprue from the MiG-21. Here we have resin seat, so let's start from the resin seat because it's quite small and it was on the top and it's interesting to see. Actually, some modders might complain that only resin seat is included into this kit. Nevertheless, let's not forget that this kit is created not for the build purposes mainly, but for the, let's say, art purposes, because you get really nice printout from Koike Shigeo and you can replicate both aircrafts which are depicted there. So as you can see here we have resin seat. Of course this is part of Brasin series, and as you can see, molding quality is very nice, so your A4 will have nice replication of the resin seat. Next we have transparent sprue from MiG-21. Just give me a second. It's packed into the separate plastic bag, so it won't be scratched or damaged. Here you can see it. Molding quality is excellent here, and masks are included into the kit, so you shouldn't be worried about cutting stickers with your own hands. You just apply them, paint your model, and you're ready to go. Note that some parts will go into your spares box because they won't be used in the PFM version. Next we have plastic sprues for the A4. As you can see here we have small papers that it's made in Japan, imported by Eduard, and of course those plastic frames can be found in kits from Hasegawa. Okay, transparent sprue here is also packed into the separate plastic bag, so no worries, it won't be damaged. Here you can see it. And of course you will be able to replicate open canopy on your aircraft, which is quite a decent feature, I would say, especially in such big scale. Here you can see plastic frame with fuselage halves. Parts division is quite typical, so we have left and right part, but note that both are molded together with tail segment and even rudder. And here we have separate front air intake. And note also that nose cone is not molded as a separate one-piece part. It is molded together with fuselage halves, so you will have to be careful with seams in this area. Here you can see that there is also minor cockpit detail, and of course we have position pins for easier alignment and also separately molded air brakes. I will zoom camera so that you can see cockpit detail, and here it is. So with some nice washing it should look good. Next we have another plastic sprue. This one carries cockpit base, which is combined together with frontal wheel wells area. I will zoom a camera so that you can see. And some external parts. Here, for example, you can see the air intake fan engine fan actually, and some minor elements as I said before. Here also dashboard, which is obviously should be upgraded with PE parts from Eduard, but even out of the box it looks quite nice and can be a nice option for those who don't like PE parts. I mean, there are still some modelers which don't want to waste their time with PE parts. Here we have another plastic sprue. This one is dedicated to various external elements. For example, here we have front nose landing gear, let's say, which is molded together with wheel. Also here we have special leather for the pilots and some other external elements. Molding quality is really nice, and I mean, it's not surprising for Hasegawa, let's say. Next we have another plastic bag with Skyhawk sprues. Here we have more of them. Just give me a second. First we have two absolutely identical plastic sprues. As you can see, they're dedicated to the external fuel tank. And also here we have tail wings, main landing gear wheels, and some minor pieces for the external detailing. Next we have lower wing half. This one is molded with separate flaps, and as you can see, front slats are also molded separately, but note that wheel wells are molded together with it. Here you can see the close-up of them, so you just paint them carefully and you get a nice result. Next we have small plastic sprue with air intake parts. Here nothing special to show, I mean just air intake parts, frontal section ones. Then we have top wing halves. As I said, front slats are molded separately, and of course parts feature recessed panel lines and riveting, so they look really nice. Now we can turn our attention to MiG-21 parts. Of course, this kit is molded by Eduard, and it's actually designed by Eduard, made by Eduard, and it's one of the most famous kits in 48 scale, because I mean, it can be said that it's one of the best 148 MiG-21 kits. So here you can see the first plastic sprue. This one is dedicated to wing parts. Here we have lower half, here we have top halves. Ailerons and flaps are molded separately, wheel wells are also designed separately, so we will have to attach them later. Of course, all parts feature recessed panel lines and riveting, so they should look good in assembled state. And note that top wing halves feature wheel well detailing, which should look nice after careful painting. Next we have another large plastic sprue. This one is dedicated to the spine part, which is molded together with tail section but without rudder. Here is another one, and also some minor elements for missiles and external equipment. Here you can see, by the way, dashboards, which also look nice, and you can use either this version with pre-molded dials or maybe plain one for the PE parts. Next we have another plastic sprue. This one is dedicated to fuselage halves. As you can see, it's quite difficult to get the Zeusar fuselage parts. Nevertheless, you just attach separate pieces and you'll get a nice MiG-21 copy. Inside there is almost no detailing. We just see position pins, we see special tabs for the internal elements, which will help with proper alignment of all interior parts. Next we have another plastic bag. This one is dedicated also to the large sprues for MiG-21. Nevertheless, on those large or big sprues we have small parts. For example, first one is dedicated to the wheel well parts. Here you can see them, and also cockpit floor. Molding quality, I would say, on the same level as a Hasegawa. I mean, that's not the, let's say, pricing, that the actual reality. And I'm just saying that it is as it is. Here we have traditionally bent nose cone, which is molded as a one-piece part. Actually it should stand vertically, of course. Also here we have tires for the main wheels with separately molded rims, and some parts for the cockpit. For example, here we have separate pieces for the pilot seat. Here is a engine nozzle and some minor elements for the external detailing. Don't forget that there is really wide range of different accessories, resin accessories, PE accessories from Eduard, so you can buy them and build even more detailed MiG-21. Here we have two absolutely identical plastic sprues. These ones are dedicated to external armaments, so here we have missiles, external tanks and even bombs. And of course some of them might go to your spare parts because they won't be used in the build. Next we have assembly manual. This one is finished in this horizontal, let's say, layout, so that box art fit on it. Nevertheless, everything inside is done like this. Here we have parts map. As you can see, first one is Skyhawk. And assembly instructions are quite understandable. Here we have masks application guide. And here we have marking guide for the one and only marking option which is included into this kit. Next is MiG-21 PFM. And again, masks application guide, loading guide, then marking guide, stenciling positions, and again stenciling positions for MiG-21. Next we have small certificate which explains what is actually depicted on the picture. Several small plastic bags are dedicated to various bonuses. For example, here we have two with masks, so that you can have a proper finish on your models. And then we have PE threads for MiG-21. Actually there are two of them, just give me a second to get them out of the plastic bag. So one is pre-painted and one is not. Here it is. Both will be used for the MiG-21 and both will considerably improve the appearance of your model. Next we have another small plastic bag. This one, as you can guess, carries parts for Skyhawk. There is also small film, I won't show it, I will take a photo in the full review article. But here you can see PE thread. As you can see, it's pre-painted and it looks as good as MiG-21 analog. And last but not the least is a big decal sheet. There is only one decal sheet in the kit. Just give me a second to open. It is printed in cartograph, so you don't have to worry about quality or any other possible problems. You just get an excellent quality product. So here it is. We have all necessary symbols, stencils and even decals for the cockpit printed here. So you can see here decals for MiG-21, also decals for the Skyhawk, and of course stencils. Printing quality is really amazing. I can zoom camera so that you can see them closer. And here you can see all those small stencils, symbols, writings. Everything looks fine. So if you don't like the P parts, you just use decals, apply them on your model and you have a relatively nice result, let's say. So that's all for this video review. I hope you enjoyed it. As usual, just tell me your opinion about this kit. Would you build it? Where would you place this nice poster in your flat or maybe house? And of course press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video as usual. Bye!